All right, everyone. So, how about we do another Grimoires and Apocryphal text episode? This time, we're going to talk about the Lesser Key of Solomon and maybe learn a bit about some of the names of the demons as they are recorded. Here is a book cover of the Lesser Key, and this is from an archive. The Lesser Key of Solomon, Goetia, the Book of Evil Spirits, which contains 200 diagrams and seals for invocation and convocation with spirits, necromancy, witchcraft, and black art, as translated from ancient manuscripts in the British Museum of London for ceremonial magic. Only authorized edition extant published under the editorship of L.W. de Laurence, member of the Eastern Order of Sacred Mysteries, de Laurence, Chicago. The Lesser Key of Solomon. Some of the figures from the Lesser Key of Solomon, as you can see here. Alpha, Omega, Ouroboros. These are some of the names of the demons as they are appearing in the Lesser Key of Solomon. The demons' names as they appear in the Lesser Key of Solomon. The weirdest thing just happened. The screen totally flashed black, and you guys can see that it happened as I was pointing out the names of the demons in the Lesser Key of Solomon, but I brought it back up, and this is where we got it. It goes down to the next page to show what looks like sigils. Some of the sigils out of the Lesser Key of Solomon, and this particular one that I'm looking at is, as you can see, coming from Project Gutenberg. There is quite a lot of information here, y'all. This is really fascinating, y'all. Here we go. We're going to start getting into... So, the Lesser Key of Solomon, this is the translation of the first book, which is now the first time made accessible to students of the talismanic magic. And this was the preliminary invocation. I am not going to read this out loud. I will let you all read that upon your own. Here are some more prayers that are within it. Initiated interpretation of ceremonial magic from the Lesser Key of Solomon. From sacred texts, the Lesser Key of Solomon. This edition of the Lesser Key of Solomon is based on manuscripts from the British Museum edited by two prominent occultists, although Mathers took lead on the body of the text. Crowley's literary fingerprints are all over this book, such as the polite snipping at A.E. Waite, the preliminary invocation. So some of those sigils that I said are actually seals for different entities. And here we actually, now this is Wikipedia, but still it is pretty informative. It gives you ideas on what the names of the different demons are and what their positions are within the hierarchy. Like you can see the demons and the kings, who is who and what their positions are, how much power they are, loyalties and things like that as it applies to them being within the hierarchy of the Luciferian agenda, I guess you would say. So you can see. So the Lesser Key of Solomon is also known by its Latin title, the Legometon Clavicula Solomonis. or simply the Lemagaton. It is an anonymously authored grimoire on sorcery, mysticism, and magic. It was compiled sometime in the mid-17th century, and mostly from materials that were created centuries beforehand. It's divided into 5 main books, which are the Ars Goetia, the Ars Third, the Ars Paulina, the Ars Almadel, and the Ars Notoria. It is based on the Testament of Solomon and the ring mentioned within it that he used to seal demons. The text is properly called the Legmaton Clavalica Salomonis, or the Little Key of Solomon, and the title, the Lesser Key of Solomon, does not occur until... Then there are the 72 demons. The demons' names are taken from the Ars Goetia, which differs in terms of number and ranking from the Pseudo-Monarchia Daemon of Wire. As a result, multiple translations have different spellings for their names, which are given in articles concerning them. The demons Visago, Seer, Dental... And what I was saying, these ones here are new additions in the Ars Goetia that are not present in the Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonum. But these are some of the names of them. This one's probably familiar. That one I'm sure is familiar to many people, because those are some of the more commonly known and followed ones, you might say. And the continuing different names and positions, like some of them having different names, like those here are still up here, but they just have multiple. Here we go. This one's the Book of Evil Spirits, and it says the Key of Solomon, which contains all the names, orders, and offices of the spirits that Solomon ever conversed with, together with the seals and characters belonging to each spirit and the manner of calling them forth to visible in appearance. And I'm just going to let you guys see that for yourselves. And there you have it, the Lesser Key of Solomon, which is obviously a very informative manuscript about demonology in particular, and the different things and types of spirits that King Solomon was known to have conversed with as he railed.